For a good part here, there is no real audio. These are usually clips, some clips that came from some locations, mostly from BBC. I've taken them and included them. They were more interactive, so it won't make much sense. And generally in the US, they will say Asians. But they're getting it wrong. They are pretty dumb people. Asians in their context means what they mean is Chinese-looking people. No, does not include South Asians, that is Indians and non-monglonoid people. So I made that clarity. So here you'll have to do a little bit of reading, although in big print you'll have to read. Some videos included, to show where after the COVID things got real bad for the Chinese-looking people, especially in the West. And that is partially triggered by China itself by trying to deflect and blame the U.S. when they got blamed. So eventually, they are the one who asked for it, and their social media, Weibo, and WeChat, and all had a lot to do with that. Even people in Singapore, Malaysia, and Chinese were circulating that heavily, and I seen some of them, which looked pretty absurd, But essentially, those were things that asked for all this trouble. And anyway, I pity them, and I pity the people who got beaten up and all that, including a Singaporean who got beaten up in UK. So this went a bit extreme, and many people got beaten up in many parts of the world, and only then it became clear that this kind of things could happen. And I hope this is not the norm, although it doesn't happen often, but discrimination does happen even here, and so does in Malaysia. So let's take a lesson from here.
Everyone knows Chinese people are disgusting. They'll eat any type of animal. They're dirty. That's what my classmate said just days after the coronavirus outbreak started in the United States. It felt like a stab to my chest. I'm Chinese American, and this is someone that I've gone to school with for almost 3 years, who I consider a friend. But it's no wonder that she feels this way.
An obscure
virus spreads, there's another virus spreading that we need to be talking about.
I hate Asians.
She was punched by another woman in Midtown Manhattan, and she accused her of having the COVID-19 virus.
I don't want them under me. Tell them to move.
Young Asian Americans like me are feeling hate infect every part of our lives. Do we have to be afraid about our health? We have to be afraid about being ourselves.
Class basically just started. One of the girls said all Chinese people were disgusting. And so I literally raised my hand up, like, I'm Chinese. She didn't even say sorry. She just blew past it, I guess, and then she kept going on about it. I never knew it would happen to me, especially at this school. This Chinese restaurant was texting their customers saying, none of our staff have been to China. We have no contact with the coronavirus. Please, come back to us. And people were making fun of it.
Historically, pandemics have stoked xenophobia. In 1900, when a Chinese man supposedly died of the plague in San Francisco, Chinatown residents were forcibly quarantined by police, while white residents were allowed to leave the area. It seems like since the start of the coronavirus outbreak, schools have been a petri dish for racism. It's dangerous to normalize behavior like this for people my age. Coronavirus may have originated in China, but the disease doesn't discriminate in the way that people do. It's extremely important that people have accurate information on how to stay safe, so we can kill this virus without spreading another one.